the Nokia guys have a very good IP story. But let's go back to, when you say who's going to dominate, you have to first say who has been good with enterprise. That's the way you ask. So enterprise has the stuff, the Nokia or Alcatel-Lucent routers have been doing a very good job in service provider business, the 77XX series. They have not necessarily penetrated enterprise the way Cisco does. And the simple reason is, are you still thinking of IP and a Cisco certification? Do they go hand in hand in your mind? Well, that is the type of domination Cisco has, like the Coca-Cola brand. In networking, a Cisco certification is the first thing somebody thinks about when they say we want to reskill themselves to IP. That domination is continuing for Cisco. Yes, you are right that there are 2 or 3 more. Versa is also there, and it's a very, very lethal proposition, but not Nuage. I would say the other proposition is VeloCloud. The reason is VeloCloud is with VMware's, but again, the way the Cisco guys explain it is, VMware is not a networking company. VMware is a virtualization company. So they control the data center, but to get out of the data center into the networking world, you have to put your feet onto the ground about networking. And that's what Cisco claims is their edge. Now what you're saying, so you're asking me about the future. Sabi, look, Sabi, this is not fair. I told you I have a crystal ball and I'm going to tell you everything about the future. But didn't I start my first slide by saying the slide on the right-hand side is wrong? Because the first thing that you do when you say 5G capex is going to grow or is like crazy, you're predicting. So I cannot predict, and I don't like predicting. What I like to do is the factors which will cover supply and demand. There are 3 factors going on. First of all, the current administration has made life difficult for somebody to come into the country. That's happening. So there is the supply has been controlled. And that's good or bad, but it's happening. I know that because I'm teaching in academia. I know how hard it is for students to go from a master's to an OPT to a green card. It's horrendously difficult right now. Okay, so supply has been controlled. That was one of the major reasons why IT pricing could be destroyed as by. The other piece is the demand is there, the business case is there, and it's going to continue for the next 5 years. So
his question is that as compared to the IT engineers who already know the ITs, and the RF engineers how they can compete with them.
So the question is, how can I compete with IT? Well, first of all, you're not competing with IT, you're competing with an IP engineer, a CCIE. The CCIE already has his hands full because there are 2 other products that Cisco has or Juniper has. They have got a data center and they have got SD access. And those are also getting disrupted. So they already have their hands full with multiple levels of disruption. If SD-WAN gets married with 5G, then that's a unique skill set where you could even have your advantage. I'm making a claim. But yes, we have trained people, we are training people in SD-WAN, and with very good training, they are impressing people, and I've got first-hand knowledge about that, like people that we have trained, went to interview with Cisco or with Verizon, and Verizon was blown away with the competence level. So if you train people right, give them the right fundamentals, tell them not to bullshit, meaning Verizon, Cisco, all these good engineering traditions hate bullshitters. In the radio world, just remember, there was an element of bullshitting that started. Fluff. We call it the fluff world. Why does this happen? Why does fluff happen? Why did it happen in the radio world? Well, in the radio world, fluff happens because, again, supply and demand. Okay, and then the kickbacks. You match that, that's a beautiful chemistry for a lot of bullshit to be put into the system. But hey, who cares? Today, film stars are paying to get into Ivy League. so no big deal. I'm just saying, I know the talent in radio. Most of you folks are hardworking and know your stuff. And if you put hard work into it, you can differentiate. I'm just saying many of you folks are already doing AWS certifications. but you're not building a story of how you're taking your current skill set to the future. Remember, you just did radio for 30, 20 years, and now you're saying you're going to dance in the clouds. I'm saying you did radio, you evolved to 5G, now you're building a story around 5G, automation, SD-WAN, which is still a continuation of your current skill sets. It's not a totally new in the cloud story. And that's, I believe, a very solid story for you. Anything else?
My question.
So you do understand, we're talking business now, and
Yeah.
my interest as a businessman is to give you the direction which I'm going to help you succeed. Yes, sir. Please.
So, how you think that these
I'll repeat you. How do you think that?
SD-WAN operators will go and get business from existing?
So the question